I don't usually talk about this, but in 2017, I successfully escaped a man-made maximum security prison called a job. Saved by one desire, that one day I can fish whenever I want and not when I can. Listen closely today, and so can you. Hustle and fish, let's go.
I always wanted to fish, always.
Fishing freedom, or whatever freedom. Today, I'm giving you 5 keys. It's attainable for anyone who wants it and is willing to go after it. Now, a job, that's a great thing. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without the training, the discipline, and everything that comes from having a job. I'm talking to specific people who may not be happy with their job, who may feel that they're not getting paid accordingly to what they're worth, or have a gut feeling that there's something better out there. I'm talking to you guys. So today, I'm giving you guys 5 keys to fishing freedom from my experience, how I attained it. Number 1 on my list is accept your mind has been hacked into a limited belief system. Just how my mind was hacked into a limited belief system. I recall going boat shopping, fighting with my wife. She wanted big, I wanted small. I mean, my wife, God bless her, she was willing to spend everything, 100,000. And I was looking for something used under 30,000. But that day in the parking lot, something happened. Instead of just leaving and accepting that I can't afford this, I left thinking, how can I afford this? Number 2 on my list is rebel. It's just time to rebel, okay? I recall as a grown man talking to my boss, telling him, come November, I'm gonna need 3 weeks off for a 15-day fishing trip, and being told, no, you can't go. And I recall just going back home a little confused, a little bit pissed. I worked hard all year. I saved my money. I got the means to go. My wife is on board. And I got someone telling me that I can't go and do something that I love to do. It's time to rebel. And that's exactly what I did. So I encourage all you guys, rebel in a good way that's going to call you higher and make you better. Number 3 on my list, think bigger. And I'm talking to myself, guys. I remember when I made the goal leaving work because I wanted to fish when I want and not when I can, okay? And it wasn't until the making of this video, as I was writing this down, that I thought to myself, finally, this goal's been attained. I can fish whenever I want and not when I can. I can fish tonight, tomorrow, whenever I want to go fishing, I can go. But what came to mind is, what's the next goal? Like, why haven't I thought of something else? So I as well got some thinking to do. I need to think bigger, okay? I never forget a story about when I used to work at this electric company called Sasco, okay? First day, it was my first week on the job, and all the foremen were going on this fishing trip, and they were all talking about it. They shared the story with me that they had this boat, and once a year they pick a selective few, and they get to go on this yacht called El Navegante out of Newport Beach. And I just thought to myself, one day I'm gonna get on that boat, okay? Now, thinking small, but at the moment that was thinking big for me. It took me, I would say, around 10 years to finally get on that boat. Like right before I quit and left, I got on that boat. maybe just months, maybe like 6 months before I left. And I never did the math until after I left, like, hey, that was a goal of mine. But my point is this. What if I would have said 10 years prior an easy statement like this? Instead of saying, one day I'm going to get on that boat, why didn't I say, one day I'm going to own a boat like that? Okay? Odds are I would have owned a boat like that by now. I do own a nice Parker boat, but it was nothing like the Navigante. I think it was about like a 48-footer, and it was just all bells and whistles. It was a yacht. So thinking bigger is a must for everyone. Number 4, cuatro. Replace fear with faith. That's essential. I took Jesus on his word when he said, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all is possible. So not even being very religious, I came across that and I was like, I'll put God on my team, chase these goals, and I know I can attain them. Not because I'm smart, not because I'm someone special, but I do believe having God on my side, all is possible. That's the main reason I went all in, guys. Replace the fear with faith and believe with God, all was possible. And I remember, that first week not working, I was scared. I'll be honest, I was scared and just prayed a lot and really put the pressure on God. Like, hey, to this day, I put the pressure on God. When you see me winning, never think it's me, guys. It's God. Put in, I do my part, of course. That's a whole nother episode of what I have to do. But right now we're getting into the mindset. Fear, replace fear with faith and just taking God on his word that with him, all is possible. Now, before I get to number 5, I want to shout out last week's winner of episode, how much I spent upgrading a Parker 2320. If you missed it, you can click the link below and check it out. But the winner was Richard Santora, 8520. He weighed in at 289, very close. The tuna taped out at 288. Congratulations, Richard. Send me a message. Regardless, I'll send you a message and you'll be getting a hoodie just like this. Big Game Hunters trademark of champion hoodie on the way, bud. Now, for today's contest, guess the weight of this bad boy. Yup, leave your answer in the comments. I'll find them, and then I'll find you. Also, guys, thanks for all the feedback, all the likes, all the comments. Please subscribe to the channel if what I'm saying resonates with you, because I'm about to really dive in on mindset. What you're going to get from my videos, a lot of mindset. What you're not going to get is fancy videos of me fishing, living my dreams. What you're going to get is context so you can go fishing and live your dreams. Number 5 on my list is simple. It's one word you need to delete from your vocabulary. Think. Unless it's being used in the context of thinking bigger, delete the word think from your vocabulary. Okay? Too many people, including myself, used to talk like this. Hey, I'm thinking about starting a clothing brand. Hey, I'm thinking about getting my captain's license. Hey, I'm thinking about becoming a C10 electrical contractor. Kill that noise. Make a decision right from the beginning. Hey, I'm getting my captain's license. Hey, I'm going to start a clothing business. Hey, etc. Okay? I'm sure you get the point. Whenever I hear the word think, I cringe. I seriously cringe. It goes all the way back to being in the construction field. being on site, having a crew of guys working for me. And I remember the foreman came up to me and says, hey, I think we can make this happen. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. I got chewed out, almost fired. And when I confronted the guys, when I confronted the foreman who told me, I think I can make it happen, I said, dude, what happened? He says, I don't know. And ever since then, anybody use the word think, I'm like, no, I need to know. Can it happen or can it not happen? And if it cannot, I'll step in and make sure it does happen. So with that being said, it's a wrap. I gave you 5 keys of fishing freedom. Lots more coming. Do me a favor, apply these. Let me know how they work out for you. Much love, hustle and fish. Let's go.
I always find the fish. Always.